This is a
All right.
Who needs?
Yep, she's still going. Found
Nice fumbly. Position your trolley, your anchor won't move.
You are watching Riverbend Longbows Outdoors.
Hey folks, Ray here, Riverbend Longbows Outdoors. Today we're back with another DIY project. It's actually the next day after doing the seat project, so if you missed that, stay till the end and I'll put up an end card and you can catch that. But today we're going to be putting in the Deluxe Anchor Trolley system that I've had for 2 years. Finally going to do it. So stick around and we'll get to it. A few things you're going to need, of course, a Deluxe Anchor Trolley system kit. This just has my Phillips bit in it, something marked with, a 3/8 bit and a 5/32 bit, and some sealant. I'm going to use this. You can use silicone though, but I already had this, so I'm going to use it. That's out, and a drill. First we're going to open this up, and it comes with instructions in the back. Alrighty. Who needs those? Actually, I've looked over the instructions many times and watched a few videos, so this should go pretty flawless. First, we're going to mount our pulley system. We're going to come in about 1 foot off the end and just below the where the seam meets here, so it stays below our edge. So it comes with the 2 pulleys, and the pulley part will go towards the center of the kayak on each end. So the tapered end goes towards the front, or the tapered end goes towards the back. And what I'm going to do is go ahead and install loosely the whale nuts. These are rubber. They'll expand once tightened, and then that'll help me just get them loosely started, help me figure out where center is on these easier. So we'll get those on. Alright, so now kind of want it just below the surface there, probably about 1 inch, and I'll use my bolts to help mark where to drill my holes. And this is where you'll use the 3/8 drill bit. Okay, this is a 3/8 bit, but it's a step bit. This is for a pocket hole system, and just try to keep them straight, I would say, so parallel. Let's go ahead and get those drilled. Easy peasy. Alright. And this, you don't want to use any sealant behind it, because the rubber itself, when it expands, will cause it to seal up nice and tight and waterproof. Alright, I'll get my Phillips bit on. I'm just going to go ahead and use a regular screwdriver. That's just a number 2 bit, so I don't over tighten them. I can feel it snug up in there. Nice and snug. And that rubber will expand on the back side, and then there's a flange that seals it, so it's all sealed up nice. Just go snug it up. Sounds like my neighbor's busy. Alright, there we go. Now we'll go do the other end. I think here, instead of coming way back here, I'm going to come more towards the bend, because this has a really hard taper, so I don't want my trolley lines wanting to try to come up over the side. So I think it'd be smarter if I came in more in this area, so my trolley lines run more evenly. I think that'll be a smarter choice. Maybe back just a hair. Okay, we'll do that. Just remember, you want your roller towards the other end. Alright. Alright. Well, gotta take a little time out. They shorted me one of these pad eyes, which I need 2, so we're gonna take time out. I'll get those, then we'll get back to the project. So I guess if you buy one of these kits, read on the back what's supposed to be in there and make sure it's in there before you leave the store.
Yep, she's still going. Found him.
Alright, well, it's about 3 hours later. I went to the store, found some some of these. So I got 2, and let's get back after it. So these you want to mount about the same, you know, down below, but angled. This one I'm going to angle towards that way, and then this one back here will angle about 1/3 of the way in that way. So we'll get those on. And I'm just eyeballing these. I'll go ahead and just mark with the Sharpie where I want to drill. Perfect. And I'm going to go with the 1/8" drill bit instead of the 5/32. So that screw bites real good. There we go. These are what the bottom line will run in, so it keeps it down. And then the top line will run with the D-ring that holds the anchor back and forth. So I'm gonna go do the other side. Perfect. There. Now here's where I'm going to put just a little dab of this quick seal so it's more waterproofed. And I put the pad eye on. We'll get one started. I'll get the other one. Come on. Fumble fingers here. There we go. Just rub it all over the place. Not really. Come on. Missed my hole. There we go. Perfect. That'll do ya. Same with this, just snug them up. You don't want to strip them out. There we go. So now we're going to mount what's called the zigzag cleat, and it needs to go between the 2 pad eyes. But I'm going to bring it up center between the 2 pad eyes, but up a little bit so I can see it from my seat. And this will lock your line in place where you want to be according to how you want to anchor. So we're just going to eyeball that. Drill those. I'm just going to put a little dab of that on there too. And use the screws provided. Like so. Alright, now it's time to run our line. Just open. First we're going to go down through this pulley. We're going to go through both pad eyes. Up through this pulley. There's plenty of line. Now we pretty much meet in the middle. So now this is what our anchor rope will run through. So we need to tie that off, and I'm just going to do a simple, what's called the fisherman's knot, where you loop around, 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 probably 4 times, come up through, and then back through this one, and then work everything tight. Pull that tight. That tight. And you got a fisherman's knot. Then if you have to redo it, it's real easy to get it undone with this big heavy cord. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and cut this short, and then I'm going to melt it back with my lighter onto itself so it doesn't come undone. Okay, and I'll just push that back onto itself. Let's see, that welds it back to the other rope. All right. I'm just going to go ahead and run this through the zigzag cleat so it's something to hold on to, because I'm going to cut this and pull it through like so. So I'm going to cut plenty off here. I got plenty to work with. All right. Now it comes with the shrink wrap tubing, so you want to go through there and through the D-ring. Then it's got hog clips it came with, but you can do a knot too here if you wanted to and get away from that hog clip thing. I'm gonna go ahead and use them. And we got our hog clips. You just want to hold tension on that. And with a regular pair of pliers, just crimp those on like so. Crimp it tight. Go ahead and put 2 on, and our shrink wrap will cover that up. Nice fumbly. Just make sure they're nice and snug. There we go. So then you still have slack in here to undo it, and then I'll show you here in a minute. Cool. It's working out. Now we'll run our tag end up through there. And it's all coming apart in there. Good. Okay, there we go. Alright. We'll work that up over the clips. Maybe. There we go. There. Little shrinko tubing. Perfect. I'm gonna go ahead and cut that off. And we'll seal the end of that. Sorry about all the noise. It's warm out. Everybody's out. There we go, folks. Okay, so now here's my anchor line that's wrapped around the base cleat. Then what you can do is, I got this on a carabiner, run that through your ring, and then you can let your anchor out as much as you need. But now you can control where you want your anchor to pivot from. Say the wind's coming from the back end and you want to be facing that way, you run your anchor all the way up here. Your anchor's out here, and then your boat will drift away from the wind, vice versa, like so. And then just to lock it in place, pull it up, and you're locked in that position. Your anchor won't move. So pretty cool. Another thing you can do, if you want to do like a side drift in the center and pull that bottom cord up, and then that's locked in, so you're drifting, you know, with like a drift bag. So, there you go, folks. What I like to do is put a loop about 1 foot up from where your anchor's attached. That way when you pull up, you can just loop this and your anchor, so you don't have to get a big muddy anchor inside and then it's out of your way still. Pretty cool system. That's that. There we go. Alright, well, I hope you enjoyed this. The install, I'd say, is pretty moderate, pretty easy if you got the right stuff. Of course, if I had everything, it probably wouldn't take 10 minutes, you know. So there you go. The Yakgear Deluxe Anchor Trolley kit. Make sure you have everything in it. We'll talk to you next time.
Thanks for watching, and subscribe if you haven't. Like and share this, and we'll see you next time.
There's a frog. Well, I got one of these polarized lenses for the camera, so let's see how it works. Oh yeah, see how it cuts all that glare off? There's glare. Now there's not. How cool is that? From Telsin, I don't know. Pretty sweet. Anyway, it's actually a few days later after doing the pulley thing, but I just want to say thank you everybody. We just hit 6,000 subscribers. Pretty dang cool. I really appreciate it. Let's keep it going. I got a lot of stuff planned. Of course, we all know plans change, but let's keep it going. Invite your friends, family. It's a good time. Thanks again. Appreciate it. She's still going.